Welcome back. My name is Subham Pandey, and in this session, we are going to practice some problem on loops. So, I have written a question here. Write a program to print the number from 1 to 10. Now, you say, okay, I write here printf and 1, comma 2, comma 3 until 10. But what if I told you that print the numbers from 1 to 1000? Now you are going to face a problem. You have to write till 1000. But there is a solution, that is loops. Since loops are used to print some repeating instructions, okay? So I am going to teach you while, do while and for loop in a single video. Okay, I am going to implement this same program in a single video using all the three loops. Okay, so see here while loop. First we are going to implement this program using while loop. So I am going to initiate a variable int a is equals to 1. After that end of line. Now I am going to specify the condition while, okay, a is less than equal to 10. Means I want to repeat this statement till the value of a is less than or is equal to 10. Okay, so here I am going to open curly braces, and inside these curly braces I am going to write the instruction, that is I want to print the value. So printf percentile d is used since integer variable is used here. Okay, so percentile d comma name of variable, that is a. Now if we are not going to change the value of a at this point, then always a is equals to 1, and this statement is going to be run for infinite time. Okay, so in order to prevent prevent from infinite loop, we have to change the value of a. So what I have to do, I have to do a is equal to a plus 1. Okay, now here see this, if you are going to write here a is equal to a plus 1, okay, or you write the same thing in this manner, a plus is equals to 1, or in this manner a plus plus. Okay, these all are going to do the same thing, but I am using here a plus plus. Okay, so I am using here a plus plus, means I want that each time the value of a is increased by 1. Okay, you can use here a plus is equal to 1 or a is equals to a plus 1. Now if you are going to run this program, it print your value in a single line 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so run the code and you will see the output here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now if you want to print in the next line, you know what you have to do, you have to put here slash n symbol, new line. If you want a gap, you have to print slash t here. Okay, but I want to print this value using comma and a small gap. So what I have to do, I just put here comma and a small gap. I told you that whatever you are going to write here exactly is going to be printed in the output. So if you run this code, the values are now comma separated and with the gap. You see here 1 comma gap 2 and then this. Okay, now you see this. So the number from 1 to 10 is printed on your output screen. So actually what happens here, when your compiler run this code, he came here and see there is a variable a of data type integer and value 1. Okay, he learned this. Now he move forward and see while is mentioned. Now when he see the while, he know that there is a condition in future. So he see here the condition is a must be, a is always less than equal to 10, then I have to implement this instruction. If the value of a is greater than 10, then I have to leave this loop, okay, and move forward. Now when he see this condition, he came here and see printf percentile d, okay, he is going to print the value of a. And what is the value of a now? 1. Okay, so he is going to print the value of a is equals to 1. Now he is going to increment the value of a by 1 and assign it also. So when value of a is incremented here, so a is becoming 2 now. Again he came here on the while loop and checked that 2 is less than equal to 10. Yes, 2 is less than equal to 10. Then again he is going to print the value and increment the value. And again the value is 3. Again he checked the condition. 3 is less than equal to 10. Yes, condition is true. Again going to print. Now when the value of a is incremented to 10, now he came here and checked that whether a is less than 10. Now 10 is less than 10. No, false. But 10 is equal to 10. Here it is true because I have mentioned less than or equal to 10. So 10 is less than equal to 10 means condition is still true. Okay. So he is going to print the statement again, value of a. But now when the value of a is incremented as 11 and the compiler come here and see that 11 is less than equal to 10, the condition is not satisfied. Hence he come out of the loop and again nothing is written. Okay, so curly braces is there means main statement is closed. That's why the output is displayed to you. Okay, now implement this same code using the do while loop. Okay, now comment it out. Sorry. So this is multi-line comment. I hope you understood. Okay, now see here the same statement we are going to print using do while loop. So right here do while loop. Okay, now see here what we have to do. Again I am going to initiate a value int a is equals to 1. The question is same, int a is equals to 1 and do. Okay, you say your compiler to do. Now compiler say what I have to do, so you are going to give the instruction here. Okay, so see here do, I want to print my value, printf now for integer value percentile d comma a. Okay, so now he is going to know that I have to perform this action. What action? I have to print this value. Now you have to go, you are going to give your condition here while a is less than or equal to 10. And again most important thing, do not forget to put end of line. Okay, the major fault that student do here, they forgot to put the end of line after while loop. Okay, so you have to do this. Okay, now if you are going to run this code, it is going to implement the infinite loop. Why? I told you the value of a must be changed every time in order to prevent your code from the infinite looping. So a plus plus a is incremented. Now we want to print our output with a comma and a gap, so I am going to put here and again run the code. Now again the values from 1 to 10 comma separated are printed. Okay, so I hope the syntax for do while loop is also clear to you. Now I am going to again comment out this section and move towards the for loop. Now see, let's discuss the for loop. Okay, here in for loop I have to initiate the variable int a is equals to 1. But I told you in the previous video that you can initiate, put your condition, increment or decrement in a single line in for loop. Okay, so I have to just initiate the data type of the variable here, that is int a means I have to told the compiler that I am going to use a variable a of integer data type. Okay, sorry, here int a. So I am going to use a value a of integer data type. Now move towards the syntax of for loop. For for a is equals to 1, I am initiating the value of a is equals to 1, and then here not comma, it's semicolon. A is less than equal to 10, then again semicolon not comma, a plus plus. Now what I have to do? I have to print the value of a. So I write here printf. For integer value, I use representer as percentile or modulo d. Now, comma, name of the variable, that is a, and end of line. Now see here, you want to print your value with a gap and comma separated. Now, in this for loop, okay, can you tell me that whether it is going to run the infinite times or for 10 times or for a specific finite time? So I hope you are clear that it is going to run for finite time. Why? Because I'm changing the value of a each time here. I'm incrementing it. Okay. Now see what compiler is going to do. When he came here, he ignored these statements because they are in comment section. Now he know that there is a variable a of integer data type. Okay, he learned this. Again, move to the next line and see for a is equal to 1 means the value of a is initiated here, that is 1. Then he read the condition that till a is less than equal to 10, okay, I have to print this statement and then increment this value. So you have initiated, given the condition and changed the value in a single line. Now if you are going to run this code, you see the output is printed as 1, 2, 3 till 10 with a comma separated value. So I hope in this session whatever is discussed is clear to you and you are able to now perform or solve the problems using while, do while and for loop. There is a question for you. Try to print the table of 2 using for, do while and while loop. Thank you. So hope that you have enjoyed this session. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thank you.